Okay guys, I asked Claude to give me the summary of the Helix members' most successful traits. Context: Helix is the community that I've built, over 70 founders from all over the world, mainly Europe, making anywhere between 10K to a couple millions per month. And I asked Claude what the most common traits inside of the community are. It gave me 10 common points that I will share with you now. And then in the end of this video, I will actually give you my observation. Number one, they have a very specific offer, not a broad service. I have Claude here and I will actually read it out to you loud now. Dennis doesn't do marketing, he does meta ads for B2B SaaS founders. Alexa doesn't do consulting, he does GTM for early stage software companies. The ones struggling have vague positioning, the ones winning have something you can describe in one sentence. Typical AI description. I think I would agree with that to a certain point. Number two, they treat AI as their primary leverage point. This is the clearest split in the community right now. The members pulling ahead all have this in common. Wes fired his developer, rebuilt everything in Claude Cold, save a lot of money. Nicola built a full-on e-com business in no time that manages everything for him. Dennis built a GPT that helped a client hit 10K MRR just with his fucking GPT. Benny automated 100 plus systems. Ilya eliminated 30-minute onboarding calls with the automation. Liam built 2 AI product companies. Tudor is replacing entire teams with AI agents. I 100% agree with this point. We see the most successful members currently are implementing AI as much as possible, saving a lot of money, optimizing workflows, just doing cool shit. We do the same. The most important thing I have to say here though is that you really need to be careful to not get lost in the sauce, because you can build so many different things, and if you just try to build a fuck ton of shit, you actually need to keep making money, right? But this is absolutely true. Even the other people who don't use AI as much are now starting to using it because they see how fucking great it is, right? They ship while others are planning. Marius relaunched ads and booked 4 calls in 1 day. Emmanuel launched a new venture within days of exiting a bad partnership. Georgia shifted their entire business models within weeks of seeing a competitor raise $11 million. The successful members don't wait for perfect conditions. They move, then adjust. I think this is the most common traits that you will always see. Like fucking winners, no matter how smart or whatever they are, they just move fast as fuck, and that's why they are winners. Out of all of these ones, this is probably the best one. The descriptions was not the best. They could have used some other more accurate examples, but overall 100% agree at this point. This is a very cool one. They give inside the community first without keeping score. The members getting the most value are also the most giving ones. Ilya doubled Diren's MRR, Benny consulted members on automations, Instagram Claude Code. Nicholas gave Emmanuel a blueprint call he called the best business consultation of his life. Tudor described the culture as helping just for the sake of it without expecting anything back. And he's one of the ones building at the highest level. The correlation is consistent. This is, if not one of the most important points. If you join a community, if you enter a network, if you put yourself out there with many people, you want to provide as much value as possible, because you don't just gain goodwill, you help people and they want to help you back. But on the other side, you also establish yourself as an expert. Imagine I help everyone with networking, with AI, with sauce, no matter what my sauce is. I will become known as that fucking guy inside of the community. Now, whenever someone needs help with ads, they ask Nicola, they pay money to Nicola for consultation and so on and so on, and they want him as an advisor. So the people who are giving the most, they absolutely get the most back as well, 100%, if not the most valid point by far. They pivot fast without emotional attachment to the original plan. That's point number 5. Tudor scaled down his team and replaced them with AI agents, no attachment to the old model. Nicholas rebuilt his entire business after YouTube channel bans using models he learned inside Helix. Alexa declined 2 acquisition offers because they see a bigger outcome. The successful ones hold their direction loosely and update quickly. Fair, not much to add. They have one clear distribution channel they have mastered. Dennis, meta ads, Alexa, outbound and SEO, Marvin, LinkedIn automation, Lauren, LinkedIn content, Nicola paid ads, Liam cold calling and referrals. None of them are trying to be everywhere. Each one has one channel they own completely. I kind of agree with that. I kind of disagree with that as well. It is true, but it's not like, wow, that's exactly why they are so successful. It's definitely like some of the other traits that were discussed above here, but it is true that many of them kind of like mastered one acquisition channel, but it's not like you should only focus on one. As soon as you have one, you should obviously always build others as well. This one, very important, number 7, they show up consistently to calls, to commitments to the community. Benny admitted missing 95% of participation and directly tied it to getting less value than others. The members who are winning are the ones who attend expert calls, show up to tribe calls, and follow through on commitments. The community doesn't reward passive membership. And that's something that I realize often. Our most busy, most successful, richest members are also the most active ones. And yes, that is actually true. Why is that? Because these people don't do anything like 50-50. You have guys, they're more in the early stages. Oh no, I have to do this. Oh no, I can't come to the call. Oh no, blah, blah, I have to do this. Like, they're scattered all over the way. They don't understand what value something like this can bring to them. Versus on the other side, people, the guys that we have inside of the community who make 5 million a year, 10 million a year, 15 million a year, they exactly understood like why they joined, what they get out of it, and what to do in order to get the most out of it. And something like this, like the more you put in, the more you get out of it, but not linearly, but exponentially. The more you put in, okay, a little bit, boom, at some point it will just all come back. And that's what all of these people understood. They're like, okay, I am here. I know why I joined. I know what I want to get out of this. I like everyone inside of there. So let me just fucking stay consistent. It is the consistency that gets rewarded. And that's very interesting for me because there's many people out there who say, oh, I don't know if I have the time, blah, 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 blah. But then actually the people with the least amount of time get the most value from this, which is crazy. 100% agree with this. Number 8, this is interesting. They are contrarian about something in their market. Then he spent 14 months and 50K proving a funnel model everyone told him wasn't working. Tutor is building with AI agents when most people are still hiring developers. Alex is structuring 2 million exclusivity deals when most consultants chase retainers. The successful members have a non-consensus, but they're willing to hold on long enough to prove out. Nah, don't really agree with that. One guy just like tried to make his funnel work until it worked. Investment deals like this point is not really it. It is true that they're somewhat contrarian, obviously, but it's not like a crazy trade all of them have. They're specific about what they need from other people. Number 9, the members who extract the most from Helix come to calls with a specific ask. I need a cold caller in Serbia. I need someone who scaled past 5 million. I need a co-founder who can do X. The one who say just looking to connect tend to get less. Specificity is what turns the community into a deal-making machine. Yeah, the more money people make, the more they exactly know what they want. This makes sense. And under 10, they operate under real financial pressure without needing rescue. Emmanuel launched a new venture starting from 0 at 10K in 15 days target and treated it as a challenge, not a crisis. DJ is constrained by inventory and sees it as a temporary bottleneck, not an existential problem. The successful members have a relationship with financial pressure that keeps them sharp rather than paralyzed. Yeah, partially agree with that. It's the same with us. On one side, like we have people making like large amounts of money. They don't take that much out. They reinvest everything into the business. One guy made 400K last month, doesn't even pay himself out anything, uses it to get more stock, buy more, grow more, reinvest everything into ads and all of that stuff. So even though these guys make a lot of money, many of them, they don't keep a lot of money. It's similar here because we invest a fuck ton as well. And it's just the name of the game. Yeah, but now, most importantly, the one trait that sits above all of these. They believe the environment shapes the outcome. Tudor's quote, 99% of business is just knowing the right people. Darren, one intro with Ilya changed his trajectory entirely. Liam, credits Helix with significant business maturation. The most successful members aren't just using the community as a resource, they've genuinely internalized that proximity to the right people compounds faster than any individual skill development. That's also the core of the sales problem. The people who most need to hear this are the ones who haven't experienced it yet, which is why proof stories from specific members close to the not the right time objection better than any feature pitch. And that's what I talk to Claude about a lot, is obviously analyzes our calls, analyzes what's going on. And the biggest mindset issue people in this space have is the whole, oh, now is not the right time, now is not the right time. Because it never is the right time. With something like this, with networking, with being in the right environment, you don't know what you don't know. Like, you don't know what is on the other side, because there's a reason you're in the place that you're in. There's a reason you're alone. There's a reason you feel isolated. There's a reason why you're not happy. And I hop on so many calls with people who are just afraid. They're like, oh man, I don't know if now is not the right time. They just find like 100 different reasons why they would not do it, instead of being like, okay, fuck it, bro, like, fuck it, we ball. Out of 70 people, we don't have a single person that was unhappy or hasn't gotten like any crazy returns or connections or anything from that, because they just say, bro, I want this, I now want it, and that's it. And most like wealthy, successful people inside of the group understand proximity to the right people is the most important thing. So the one main trait that is 100% the right one, also like one of the right ones that I agree with. Whenever I ask someone after I introduce him to our most successful members, they say, yeah, he helped me a lot, but he's also a great fucking guy. Tim, Nicola, DJ, so many of the other guys that we have inside of the community, they're all fucking great guys. They love to help out, they're a good vibe. And just based on that, it is obvious, it is inevitable for them to not make more money. If you combine kind of like many of these traits that were shown here, they're consistent, they show up, they provide without expecting anything in return. They're super focused. When you combine all of these things, it's inevitable for you to make a lot of money. And if you're a business owner, you want to surround yourself with people like these who have all of these traits. Click the link below, you can sign up, and I see you on the other side.